Hello, a very good evening to you. I'm Tom Hepworth. Coming up on South Today this evening, controversial plans for a waste incinerator in the Hampshire countryside are rejected. But is that the end of it?
Is incineration the right solution to this problem? And I think the debate is much greater than that.
We need recycling. We are the worst county when it comes to recycling. And today, thank goodness, councillors recognise that.
What to do with the waste we create is becoming ever more urgent as the climate crisis worsens. But a plan to burn waste and turn it into energy at a site near Alton in Hampshire has proved controversial, with opponents claiming the focus should be on recycling more and burning less. Veolia, the company behind the incinerator project, said it would reduce the amount of waste going to landfill and being exported abroad. Despite being recommended for approval, the plan was turned down by a vote of 12-3. Well, Steve Humphrey has been following developments and joins us from Winchester now. Steve, how contentious was this?
Very. In fact, some people have said that the plan for the waste-to-energy plant near Alton was the most controversial issue that Hampshire County Council here has had to decide on for many years. There were over 5,000 objections. Council officials had recommended it for approval, but today councillors kicked it out. Veolia's plan was to construct a building with two 80-metre chimneys that would incinerate up to 330,000 tonnes of non-recyclable commercial and industrial waste a year, generating electricity for 75,000 homes.
There is no need.
There were some passionate speeches against the plan for the waste-to-energy plant at a meeting streamed live by the County Council. After hearing the arguments, councillors refused planning permission.
Obviously we're delighted because this has been a long journey for everybody, and we've read more documents than we could possibly ever have imagined having to read.
It's a beautiful rural location. It was the wrong development for that site, ultimately.
Some people looking at this from outside might say there's a bit of NIMBYism here. We need to have this sort of facility somewhere.
Yeah, I can see that, but ultimately there are certain areas that would take it. Is incineration the right solution to this problem?
Hampshire's regulatory committee also heard from Veolia, the company behind the project. It has been a hugely controversial plan for the Veolia site next to the A31 east of Alton, currently used as a materials recovery facility. The company said emissions would be safe and the new facility would mean less residual waste going to landfill or being exported overseas.
We don't need another incinerator in Hampshire. We need recycling. We are the worst county when it comes to recycling.
Veolia's application for the waste-to-energy plant had been recommended for approval by Hampshire's planning officials, who said it would deliver savings in carbon emissions compared with practices like landfill. But in the end, the regulatory committee voted 12-3 to reject the plan. Well, Veolia declined our invitation to do an interview this evening. They have issued a very short statement which says, "We are disappointed by the regulatory committee's decision today, and we will now take some time to consider our next steps for the project." From Winchester, back to you, Tom.